Hello and welcome to another review from the Ginger and Travelling Coffee Cup. Today's video is from a light aircraft airfield. Now, you're probably thinking, Paul, how dare you clickbait your title and your thumbnail, and how dare you do that? I mean, what? I mean, there's also planes that are getting broken up over there. I mean, what more do you want? Oh, that. You think I'd let you down? So, say hello everyone to the Negus liveried British Airways Boeing 747. Registration G-CIVB. And I know I've done the one in Dunsford, but that is imposing. And while we're here, we're also going to have a look around the gift shop and the cafe and see what else is in this wonderful little airport in the south of England. So come along, take your seats, seatbelts on, tray tables folded away, armrests down, window blinds up, and let's enjoy Cotswold Airport and the bewitchingly beautiful Boeing 747 Negus livery British Airways. Come along for the ride. Now, before we get on board that beautiful machine, I thought I'd come and have a look around Cotswold Airport itself, because it's not like Dunsford, because it has red arrows. And over there, if you can see it, we have a 747, two Boeing 737s, and a 757, I think. In fact, I'll show you them. There's the Queen, two of its subjects, and a 75. Behind me, we have other planes that have been broken up. But look, we can just see peering over the top of the control tower. I've got to say, I have never seen that plane before. And to finally get the chance to here and not have to walk across a runway or get told I can't do it, it's great. And the fact that it's like a visiting park. I mean, it's not Manchester because there's no big planes taking off, but you know. So, by the end of this video, I will have seen the now two preserved Boeing 747s that British Airways left. One at Dunsford and one here. The one at St Athan has been broken up, so I did really want to complete the three, but the two will do. But getting here was a little bit of a problem because I wanted to come by Uber. Uber was nowhere to be seen. I found one of the local companies and yeah, cost double. But it's fine, we're here, we're doing it. Amazing. Like, as soon as you turn into Cotswold Airport, you come near the visitor park, that just dominates. It is a beautiful aircraft. We'll go in there when we finish the tour. Closed. But there she is. G-CIVB. Otherwise known as the Negus or Negus Boeing 747. And doesn't she look beautiful? I wish they'd kept more, because that's the airfield they all came in on before they got broken up. But they kept that one. I genuinely can't wait to go up those steps. So quick question guys, which one's better, the Landor livery or that one? I'm not too sure. I love them both. And the cool thing is you can actually go underneath it. But how beautiful. It's so big. Four Rolls-Royce internal combustion engines. Don't they look menacing? This plane went all over the world, and thankfully and rightfully it was saved from the chop. Just imagine, just read something on the side of it. Cut here in emergency. Exactly with what with, I don't know. It has the late Queen's insignia on it. But there's just something about this plane, that make of plane, that I absolutely love. Because it's so big, and I went on quite a few of them. Not British Airways ones, unfortunately. Virgin Atlantic. I think they're pouring something off. Nothing corrosive. But that is just a beautiful sight. Like the one I know the one at Dunsford, you can like go underneath the wings and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if you can do that one here. It doesn't look like it. But I'll do whatever we can do because it's absolutely gorgeous. The Queen of the Skies at Cotswold Airport. It dominates this place because it's so big. You can just see the one that's being broken up through there. I wonder if they were ever on the same production line at any given time. But that's just gorgeous. But some planes at Cotswold Airport aren't as big and don't have jet engines. No, they have old school propellers. And like a really cool helicopter. There's some propeller planes in there. Now, motorcycles. Look where their parking is. How are we going to keep our bikes dry? Park it underneath the 747, mate. I know where I want to be right now, going up those stairs. Now, before we get on this plane, yes, I'm wrong. Look, here's a size comparison. I'm 6'3" tall. And this thing dwarfs me. Now, unlike Dunsford, where we're able to walk underneath the engines and stuff, you can't do that. As you can see, it's all roped off. Just in case you're wondering what type of plane it is. I cannot get over how beautiful this plane is. But let's make our way around to where we get on. Because hopefully they'll be letting us on soon. Look at this. I cannot believe I am where I am right now.
And so they said, right, get your uniforms on and you're flying as ordinary passengers. So they have a wonderful.
So there's the toilet, not in use, obviously. Can't exactly use it because it won't go anywhere. There's one of the main galleys. Oh, hello. That wasn't a feature on normal 747s, a window to the, to the wheel bay. This is gorgeous. First class, British Airways, Boeing 747. And just to give you some idea, the pilot is somewhere around here, and you're here. So you're actually in front of the pilot, and there's your view of Cotswold Airport. There's one side, and there's the other. Now, it would be rude of me not to sit in that seat, right? But those seats look so comfortable. With the footrest, all the mod cons that they had. There. Press down to release. I'm not doing that because obviously I don't want to break it. These are business class or premium economy. Life jackets. Never had to use one yet. Quite happy about that. Another toilet. Oh yes, these are the seats I want. First is good, but I want that seat because look at your view. Beautiful. Now this is not an optional extra. They've obviously cleared out quite a lot of, well, all the economy seats. Wow. You can actually rent this part out. 40th birthday, what are we thinking? I'd love to try and make that happen, imagine. So Paul, where do you want your 40th birthday to take place? On a 747, guys. Because even British Airways didn't do this. I've got to say, this is an experience. I mean, I know it's not got the economy at the back, but, you know, if you're going to hire it out, you need space to entertain people. Got a space to entertain. And if you want to chill out, you can just go and chill in first class. So that's what you normally see on a plane. You know, it looks nice, you know. But then you see this. Obviously the flowers and stuff are not in every plane. But yeah, that is what keeps you protected at 36,000, 37,000 feet. That's what's underneath the skin of a plane. That's what keeps all the air pressurised, what keeps us alive. And seeing this on the ground, it makes me want to go on Lufthansa before they get rid of it. Because if I don't go on another one before they get rid of it, I'll feel so upset. Before I get copyright and having Tina Turner on, we're gonna walk this way. Because every plane's got a one deck, but this one, as we know, has an upstairs. Look at that. BA, why did you get rid of them? Seriously. Probably one of the biggest mistakes they made. Wouldn't want that seat on takeoff, would you? So, I was wrong. Business class is up here. Here's the business class galley with a microwave, or as Nigel also calls it, a microwave. Look at these seats. This is the Queen, and let's see the part of the plane that you don't see a lot of, and you don't really get into these days. The flight deck. That is gorgeous. Pilot, co-pilot, reserve and navigator. Another toilet. So that's something I didn't actually know. It's business class up here and first downstairs. If I paid first class money, I want to be in the bubble. And I only flew once in the bubble of one of these things. And that was when I went to Orlando a couple of years ago with Virgin. I really wish now I'd have asked to go in the cockpit, because if I knew then what I know now, that'd have been a picture I could never, ever replicate. Unless I go with Lufthansa anytime soon. But this is just unbelievable. I mean, look at it. Currently sat in the bubble. Now, they had these footstools. So in flight, turn latch to release footstool. Well, there's the latch. Take off and landing, put latch back in position. Now you probably think, I don't want another person seeing me because there's the other seat. That's where there's this ingenious thing. A divider. So if you didn't know that person, you could just put it up and they wouldn't even know you were there. But this is a really weird thing because the plane's going that way and I'm sitting this way. So you'd see where you've been, not where you're going. Well, that'd be quite cool. It's just weird being sat here on one of the two surviving BA 747s. If it hadn't been for COVID, this thing would be flying. And its last flight, I think, was Heathrow to Kemble. Probably one of the shortest flights it's ever done. It might have been Cardiff. Do you know what? I'll research it and I'll put it here. Can you imagine a plane designed to go all the way around the world, refueled stops included, flew from London to Kemble, flew from Cardiff to Kemble. Here's the mileage. Not a lot. Storage compartments. I've got to say, that was cool. And having these behind me just makes it even cooler. And the staff at the top of those stairs are ex-British Airways cabin crew. Gives you the full experience. But the only times in my life I will be this close to a jet engine. So let's go and have a look round the cafe and the shop, shall we? So, just finished a tour on that. There's a gift shop in there. And I bought myself some things. You want to see? Negus 747 lanyard. But this is the thing that I probably will not get anywhere else. Negus livery cufflinks. Now, there was a plastic model of that plane. There was also a die-cast model, and no. The cufflinks are a bit special because you can't get them in many places. I will say, the people that work on that plane are so knowledgeable, and they're just talking about their experiences of working for British Airways and everything like that, and it's sad really that is only one of 2 that are left in British Airways colours. I mean, just a question. I mean, this is what I think. Give your opinion in the comments below. But if someone said to you, right, you're going on holiday, say to... where do British Airways fly to? New York. You can find an A350 or a 777 for this price, or a 747 for £200 more. I'd pay the extra 200 quid. But BA obviously didn't think the same. And when they were being scrapped, they were all parked on the apron of this airfield. And I remember seeing a picture of them with no engines. Just the shell, the wings, like that one over there. And it's a shame really. I mean, people just say, oh, it's just a plane. It's not just a plane. I'll give you an example, right? You go to Manchester Airport on any given day. You go to the viewing part, right? Normal days when there's just normal planes, there's a smattering of people. You've seen enough videos to know that. The mere mention of a 747, woof, everyone's there. There's like 4 in the next month. That viewing park will be ching ching, and you know what? They deserve it. They put enough work in there, they deserve it. But it's just a crying shame that they got rid of them. And I really do wish Manchester Airport had got one. Could you imagine seeing that next to Concorde? That'd be the coolest viewing park on the planet. Except he's mid because it's got a Vulcan. But there we go. But unfortunately, there is only 2 left, and this channel's been to both. And I was talking to the people on that plane, and they said the one at Dunsford has only been open twice. We did it the first time. And there were such nice people as well, so I would thoroughly recommend coming down and having a look. But now, I'm a bit thirsty, so we're going to go inside the cafe and have something to eat and drink. So, I've got to say, there's quite the inside of the cafe's nice. It's quite busy, so I didn't really film inside. But on one of the walls, there's got like the shell of a plane with windows in it. It was quite cool. But that is the end of the video. Quite a few planes going into Fairford. I can't think why. But until we make our trip up to Swindon tomorrow, I'm afraid this is the end of the video. I have thoroughly enjoyed myself. I would highly recommend coming because it is one of the only 2 that are left in Britain that you can actually go and visit. And if the woman on the airplane is correct, and I do not disbelieve her for a second, this is the only one you can actually visit without that's always open. So I'll leave the link to the website where you can book tickets down below. You can turn up on the day and buy them as well, but I would probably book it in advance so then you know it's definitely booked, because if there's a private function and stuff, you don't want to turn up and it's not available. So I'll leave the link down below. But I do hope you enjoyed it as much as I have. If you did, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit notification bells for missing a video. Me and the coffee cup will see you in the next one, which will be back on a train.